So about big things. How we doing today? As the Joker says, hello everybody. Boy, what a great day it is. It's beautiful out. Summer's almost here and the pool is open. Rhino is working on the deck, well, maybe 25% done. He's doing an incredible job. How you guys doing, folks? It's Ocean's Pit. It is Tuesday, June 20th. Two for Tuesday. You know how it is. It's every Tuesday. I shoot the shit with you guys. And every show is dedicated to the first responders. And thank you. All the first responders, thank you for what you guys do for us. And thank you, people, for watching the show, whether you watch it on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page, whether you watch it on the Mo Carrara page, my personal page, whether you watch it on Ocean's Pit Facebook page, whether you watch it on Twitter, YouTube, or LinkedIn. Thank you so much for watching. Share the show. Let everybody know about it. It's Ocean's Pit. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609. Folks, busy week coming up Wednesday and Thursday. Well, Wednesday, me and Laura were going up to Lake Geneva just to kick back and relax because we're going to go in the night before for our big show on Thursday. We're talking about Mars Resort, Mars, Lake Geneva, Lake Como. It's their 100th anniversary party. It's going to be huge. It's sold out. It was $125 a ticket, and they gave you the free boat rides, all you can eat, all you can drink. All great talent. Delight Duo is going to be there. John Ludi, my pal, yours truly, with the main event band. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Big Al, he's and his band is going to be finishing the show. Doors open at 4:30. I think we go on about 5:30, quarter to 6, 6 o'clock, something like that. I think everybody's doing about an hour, so it should be a lot of fun. So that's Thursday. Friday, returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse in Schaumburg with Daryl Armenstad. Saturday, we'll be outside at Taverna on Division and the outside patio, voted the number one patio in the suburbs of Chicago. That's 8 o'clock outside with Double T, Tony Toto. And Sunday, returning to Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy for Rat Pack Sunday. Me and my good buddy Jerry Jams. It's a 4 o'clock hit, 4 to 7. A lot of good things going on. But before we start the stuff, folks, let's get right to our sponsor. That's Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville, folks. That's right. Buy local, shop local, and say happy birthday to Raffaello today, buddy. Happy birthday, the man from Ace, the man who tells you to grill your ace off for $20 off any grill purchase. Don't forget, folks, looking up to spice up your food and grill. Check out our spices, rubs, sauces, and add flavor to your barbecue test. Trending now is the TikTok Meat Church, Tringer, and Danny O's. We have them all, folks. They have them all. And don't forget to tune up your lawnmower. Spring tune-up starts at $105 plus parts. They are your number one powerhouse. That's Ace Hardware, helping neighbors be foods. That's Ace Hardware. And folks, let's not forget that all Weber Genesis grills are $100 off, free assembly and delivery. And that's an ongoing promotion, folks. Very, very important. So don't forget, they have plenty of selections of Yeti coolers, tumblers, and mugs, all your favorite stuff. That's Ace Hardware, folks. All right, Ace, yeah, you got to love it.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Anyway, pushed the wrong button there. Anyway, folks, yeah, it's two going on. Anyway, let's see who's in the house today, folks. Pina, I made an appointment next Monday, the 26th in Schaumburg for my eyes. So we'll see if they can fix me so I don't have to wear glasses. Robert, Jared, Albert, Richard, Kathy, Eppolito. Hello, my dear friends, and thank you for watching, folks. All right, let's not forget Garrelli Pavement Service. They know how to curb your appeal for your home and business, largely affected by your concrete and asphalt. Garrelli does complete asphalt replacement for residential and commercial lots. Call Laura or Bob for a free estimate. Tell them Tony O sent you, servicing Illinois, Wisconsin, and Indiana. That's Garrelli Pavement Service, 815-271-5835. Tell them Tony O sent you. And we want to thank my good friend Mary yesterday, who was on the show from NTD Travel Agency, answering all your questions. for the cruise that's coming up, the Chicago Music Cruise 2024, January 7th through January 14th. We've still got some room, folks, but the very first deal that we had is all sold out, folks. But we still get on board and have a lot of fun, man. It's the wonders of the sea, Royal Caribbean, biggest ship on the water, 4 football fields long. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. Orlando, Florida, Cocoa Cay, Bahamas, St. Thomas, and St. Martin, folks. Tony Ocean, the main event band, Tony Toto, Danny Raimondi, Mojo's Jukebox, my new rock and roll band. I'm excited. And, of course, the main attraction, our good buddies, Seventh Heaven. That's right, Richie and the boys. It is great. Have fun. It's going to be gone. Go to ChicagoMusicCruise.com and join us in January. Everybody else is freezing their asses off. Robert, how you doing, sir? Nina, well, how you doing? Well, thank you so much. That's right. It's my son-in-law Eric's birthday. 27 years old today. Happy birthday, Eric. I watched the videos from the private island. Looks right, Kathy. Now, Mary was kind enough to put a link on yesterday's show about the Cocoa Cay, Bahamas private island. Now, that island you can only get on from being on the Royal Caribbean Wonders of the Sea. It's huge, and it's got restaurants, it's got food, it's got everything over there. So thank you, Mary, for doing that. Very, very cool. Kathy, wasn't it beautiful? I mean, it's just fantastic for that cruise. I'm excited, everybody, and a lot of good things to talk about. A couple things. Let's talk about a couple. Let's get some sponsors. Roy McCampbell, attorney at law. If you're looking for that right lawyer to get the job done, that's Roy McCampbell, 708-275-4264. Laura Ocean Solutions, increasing profits or reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again if you go to LauraOceanSolutions.com. How about Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center, 224-276-6550. A lot of good things to talk about today and a lot of new stuff coming up. Daryl Armanstad, the professor. How you doing, my brother? We will see Daryl this Friday at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with us. Woo, woo, woo. And you got to check out his new song, too. He made a cartoon-type song, him and Sonia, The Grasshopper and the Flea. Very, very unique, very, very original. So great job, Daryl Armanstad. All right, so there's Mary watching right now, and there it is. Here's the link to the Wonders of the Sea cruise ship. It's that's the 2023. It's 2024, folks, for next year. Find out everything. Stella, how are you doing, my dear friend? And Ellen and Lena, how are you doing? Ellen and Lena, they're getting ready to join us on the cruise. Love, so exciting and new. And you know what I did today? You know what it was? It was Tuesday. So you know where I was? You know I was at Almost Home Foundation for Dogs, folks. And you know I volunteer every Tuesday, and so could you. They need volunteers, they need supplies, and they need funding, folks. Non-for-profit organization, Irving Park Road in Schaumburg, Almost Home Foundation. Today, you've seen Giovanna on the Tony Ocean page. What a beautiful dog. And, of course, you've seen Trooper. What a great dog, man. He sits, he gives you your paw, you throw the ball, he fetches it, comes right back. I don't even know why this dog ended up at the Almost Home Foundation, because any family would just love the dogs. And today they had a whole bunch, about 9, 10, 15 new dogs. Transfer day. They were coming in today, a bunch of little babies. So they got a whole bunch of dogs. And they have cats too. So almosthomefoundation.org. Go there. Please give. Tell them Tony O sent you. All right. Oh, boy. Danny Mazzi, my brother, I hope you're doing well. And speaking of my buddy Danny, how about Armando Supermarkets? Buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. And don't forget Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair for all your collision and auto repair needs. That's Crash Champions. Dennis Lake Geneva in the house. Trooper was great, Dennis. What a beautiful dog. I mean, you know what? You see these dogs, people say, Tony, how do you walk away from them on Tuesday knowing, but I know they're in good care there. They have the volunteers that really love their dogs. They're not just walking them and, they love them. They take time. They play with them. I do. I go inside the cages and play with them a little bit before I actually take them out. And they're so loving, and, dogs are so beautiful. So Check them out, Almost Home Foundation. All right, big gigs coming up. We got some good stuff, some new stuff as well. Let me give you some dates coming up next week. On the 28th, Wednesday, back at Rosario's in Roselle. The 29th will be at the Outdoor Concert in the Park in Lake Geneva with my good buddy Bill Saratella and Jerry Jams. It's going to be outside downtown Lake Geneva. That's next Thursday, the 29th. Back at Chicago Prime on the 30th. July 2nd will be with Mojo's Jukebox and Kenosha Fest, right there right by the river there in Kenosha with Mojo's Jukebox. I think it's a 7 o'clock hit outside. Last band rock and rolling on July 2nd. I'm excited. And then July 8th, folks, we're going to the Getaway Lounge at the French Country Inn back in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's found fantastic. And two new places, folks. July 17th, we're going to a very first time place called Big Sammy's Italian Restaurant in Plainfield. Brand new place. It is huge. Great food. We'll be there in the Plainfield area. It's a Wednesday night on the 17th of July. And let's not forget, I'm playing back in my hometown, folks. That's right, a brand new Italian restaurant, Cefalu. That's Cefalu. It's a seafood restaurant. It's in Elk Grove Village by Real Time Sports. That's Wednesday, July 19th. Cefalu Seaside Restaurant in Elk Grove Village. Playing at home. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. All right, so let's get down to the good stuff. A dog is your best friend, Dennis. You're absolutely right. Oh, my God. I tell you, last night we rehearsed with Mojo's Jukebox, getting ready for our Kenosha live show. And it was great having Johnny Norman back in the band. Johnny Norman was we were playing together in one of my very first bands that did pretty well, actually. And we sold out the Odeum in 1985. As we go way back, John Norman is going to be joining us for the Kenosha show. And John Norman will also be the bass player on the cruise in January. He'll be doing some more shows with us. The great John Norman, my good friend. It was great seeing you. Buddy, how you doing, pal? How about man accused of sexual act with a dog? Speaking of dogs, and you got to bring this shit. You believe this stuff, folks? It's bad enough you can't go find a man or a woman or whatever you got to do to and have a relationship or get a stripper or get a ladies of the night. You got to go with dogs. Now, mind you, folks, this was a Penn State professor, a Penn State University professor. Then they just have something years ago with the coach when they're molesting kids. Now they're doing it to dogs. This is a Penn State professor accused of sexual act with a dog in the state park. What is wrong with these people? Rosa, they're sick. They should just be shot. Boom, bam, finished. You screw with a dog, you screw with a kid, you hit a woman, boom, boom, boom. There's no excuse for this stuff, folks. Sick. Oh, they should put these people's pictures everywhere. They should do like a 15-minute commercial on every station and let the people know how sick some of these individuals are out there. Horrible. No excuses. I was just thinking of looking at some old pictures of the old Chicago. Remember old Chicago Amusement Park? Oh, had some great bands. And, of course, that was great times back then. Old Chicago. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Let's not forget, if you're, now that summer's here, let's not forget Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Hand roll, deliver them right to your house, 727-366-7536. And let's not forget Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days. Carmela and Anthony out of Rosemont, Illinois, 773-999-7888. Tell them Tony O sent ya. Crazy. Go get a hooker, right? That's what I'm saying. Do I got to screw around with dogs and cats and little kids? It's a problem. Get it fixed, folks. Get it fixed. Dean Martin, the great Dean Martin. Now, you know I've been playing Dean Martin with Chicago Rat Pack many, many years ago. Traveled all over the world. Then, of course, now with Ocean's Rat Pack, where I play Dean, Bill Saratella's Frank, Elliot Winbush's Sammy. I got a show coming up in October. It's going to be at the Des Plaines Theater, and we're doing a whole Dean Martin tribute. Just Dino with the band, with the Nixa Hodges band. It's a tribute to Dean Martin, and Ron Onesti is going to help me produce this thing. It's going to be great with a special tribute to Dean Martin. I've never done it before, just Dean solo. So I'm really excited and looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Here are some facts about Dean Martin you might not know. He was born Dino Crocetti in Steubenville, Ohio. He was a kid. He was a boxer. He was a bouncer, Kid Crocetti, when he boxed. And he was a good boxer, they said, amateur boxer. But he broke his nose. And that's why his nose was, when he was younger, was a little bit. But then his roommate at the time, Lou Costello, from Abbott and Costello fame, how cool was that? He was 27 years old when he had the nose surgery that Lou Costello paid for. Very, very cool. That's a good friend. He got married at the age of 24 to his first wife, Betty McDonald. That was his first wife. He never liked reading books. In his whole life, he never read books. He did like comic books. So Jerry Lewis at the time got together with Dell, which used to make comic books, and they made a Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis cartoon comic book. And he really liked that. Dean Martin never liked to read books. He used 3 Hollywood stars in the Hall of Fame. Dino Crocetti. You got to love them, folks. Of course, back in 1987, when Frank and Sammy and Dean got back together with the Get Together tour again, Together Again, they didn't do too many shows. This was in 1987. He left because of kidney problems. Now, that was partly true. But of course, they said that he just wasn't in it. Frank got the Rat Pack back together in 87 because, Dean was down. He lost his son. Things weren't going good, of course, in that horrible plane crash, which years earlier, Frank Sinatra's mom died in an airplane crash, and both hit that same mountain. So he didn't last long with the Together tour. And of course, Liza Minnelli came in and took his place. And then he said that Frank was just a little bit more of a tyrant. He wasn't a tyrant, but Frank liked having schedules. Everybody up at 8, 9 o'clock, breakfast, whatever the blah it is. And Dean didn't want that. He just wanted to do his show, go back to his house, back to his room, watch some movies, golf. That's all he wanted to do. He didn't want to carouse and go out there and do that stuff, So that's probably one of the main reasons why he left the tour in 1987. And of course, him and Elvis Presley. Elvis said one of his favorite singers was Dean Martin. He gave him the nickname the King of Cool because the King of Rock and Roll was Elvis, but the King of Cool was Dean Martin. And Elvis Presley gave him that. Very, very, very cool, man. This is stuff that was said by Dina Martin in her brand new book, 73 years old. Dina Martin, who goes around doing tributes to her dad, the great Dean Martin. Hope you guys are doing well. You're watching Ocean's Pit. Let's see, Joanne, Tony Toto, Diane Ramonde. Can we talk about the freaking submarine lost while trying to view the Titanic? Now do you believe this, folks? They have a cruise. They have not a cruise. They have a tour that you can get in this tour, and they take you down to actually see the relics that are left over from the Titanic. Now, if I remember what I wrote down on the story here, thank you, Kristen. I seen that. Yeah, that took tourists to the Titanic ship went missing. And it went missing, folks, and it has 96 hours left of life support. Now, that was when that was posted, 96. I don't know how many more hours they have and if they were rescued. But here is a tour that's exciting. You sign up for this great tour. Wow, we're going to see that. There you go. Thank you. So there you go, Richard. $25,000 tour per person. Wow. And they paid. Well, you know what? Listen, if you've got the money and you want to try to do something different, what's wrong with that? That's up to them. But to be missing, these people can all, that's horrible, your whole life. Remember the Titanic went down, everybody was dead. I think maybe 1 or 2 survivors. That is just crazy, folks. But if I had the money, would I pay it? Probably. 13,000 feet into the abyss, no thanks. Yeah, because you don't know. These are millionaires and billionaires that are doing this. Father and son, the general said. Very tragic. And I don't know if they've been rescued. They're missing. How do you miss a tour boat in the Bermuda Triangle? Isn't that really weird? Wow, that is so sad. So sad, folks. And then, of course, folks, we heard about the man found in the river, 1300 block North Elston. About 9:45 in the morning, they found him. He went missing, according to ABC News. There's a serial killer out there. He's been doing this now for 40 years. They call him the Smiley Killer, if I got that right. This kid was 26 years old. He goes to these concerts and finds young guys, kidnaps them. I don't know what he does with them, but kills them, obviously. He follows up. This was at the Salt Shed in Chicago. And this place, the band that he was going to see, and everybody that goes to see a band called the King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard concert. Horrible, 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 horrible. Or Oxygen. There you go. Johnny G, what's up, my brother? Sickos is true. The serial killer's still out there, folks. For 4 years he's been doing this. Christian Knievel's watching, and if you didn't realize our last couple posts, Saturday night Christian came in and played with the main event band, sang about 6 or 7 songs, and she did an incredible job. First time singing with us. The crowd loved her, and we got some great pictures by my good buddy Lou Bonatti, great guy. And thank you, Albert, for sharing them with me yesterday. But Kristen, you did a great job, and me and Kristen will be doing some more shows together. And don't forget, she does her own stuff as well, so make sure you check out Christian Knievel, the daughter of the late Robbie Knievel, and her grandfather was Evel Knievel, the very first superhero. Well, thank you, Kristen. You were fantastic. Love the duet we did with Shallow. We also did Lights by Journey. It was very cool. Ronnie B. Elvis, what's up, my brother? Ronnie B. Got to check him out. And let's say happy birthday. Make sure I got this right here because I don't want to screw anything up here with these names. I'm really bad with this stuff, folks. You got to love it. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get back to that. Ronnie B., I hope you're doing well, my good friend. All right, so yeah, serial killer finding young kids or young adults. I don't know how young this guy was. They found him in the river. Horrible, horrible. Oh, thank you, Albert, for posting them, buddy. You are the best. How about going to see my buddy? I've known him for many, many years. My good friend Johnny Maggio, celebrating 70 years in the music business, folks. He's been around a long time. He's got a show coming up at the Arcada Theater, July 16th. It's going to be a lot of fun. 70 years of my good buddy Johnny Maggio. Go check it out, folks. $25 a ticket. Shows.com. Go support the great friend Johnny Maggio at the Arcada Theater, July 16th. Absolutely. All right. More crazy stuff. Let's get right to the good stuff, folks. McDonald's, according to today's show, McDonald's comes up with different flavors, shakes and whatever they come up with. McRib was probably the worst thing ever invented for anybody that crazy, the McRib. Anyway, they got something called the Grimace shake. It's a berry shake. Remember the character Grimace was the big purple guy? Well, anyway. Well, they claim it's blueberry, but customers say it doesn't taste like blueberry. There's something else in it. I don't know. If you're into that stuff, you might want to check it out, taste it yourself, and tell me if you think the McGrimace McDonald's shake is berry or not. Useless information, folks, but we thought we'd throw it out here. Terry Benz, my friend from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, says people don't leave jobs. They leave their managers, or they leave their bosses, or they leave their coworkers. Good point. A lot of times people, if the job is a job, and you're never going to be happy with the job you're at. Things are going to be bad sometimes. You're going to have bad days. You're going to get new coworkers that you don't get along with them, or a new boss comes in, you don't get along with him, or the job changes. But Terry said this, and it's a great, great post if you think about it. People don't leave jobs. They leave their managers. And I love that quote. Ray Lewis, former Super Bowl, of course, the NFL Baltimore Ravens son, dies at the age of 28 years old. Our prayers go out to the Lewis family. Folks, credit cards, people, everybody has them. We have one. We put everything on one card. and we pay it off every month. Credit card debt in the United States, ladies and gentlemen, hits a high. Are you ready of this high? Hits a high $930 billion. $930 billion, folks. Credit card debt in the United States of America. It has hit so high, I am unbelievable here, folks. I mean, people are just crazy with credit cards. But look, right now, nobody's taking cash anymore. So now it's a debit, credit. It's just crazy. $930 billion, ladies and gentlemen. National Cannoli Day for all you cannoli eaters out there. I'll have them one or two on the holiday, but that's about it, folks. Biggest scam in life. There's a lot of scammers in this world, but this is fact. Listen to this. Taxes. Now listen to this. Paying taxes on money you already made, or paying taxes on what you already spent, or paying taxes on things you already own, and paying taxes on stuff you've already paid taxes for. Biggest scam in life. Now, you know there's only two things in life that are guaranteed: death and taxes. My God, it is just crazy what's going on with these taxes, folks. Biggest scam in life. All right. CBS, Ohio man executed 3 of his young sons, and his daughter ran out of the house screaming, "He's killing everyone." Imagine that. Now, I don't know. There's a lot of mental problems in this world. Some that people out there that are taking medicine, trying to deal with it. The depression and mental illness is a horrible thing that's happening in this world. And there's some people who take the medicine that they're supposed to, and they might do drugs with it, or they might drink with it, or they just might just snap. I mean, this is the most saddest story I've ever heard. I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff in this world, but this whole from Ohio, killed 3 kids, and his daughter, thank God, because she ran out of the house saying he's killing everybody. Hear the story. It's just crazy. Johnny G, it is theft, my friend. It is crazy. Parents with famous kids. Now, you heard the story about these kids that are young. They grow up, they become celebrities, they become billionaires and whatever it is, and the parents end up taking advantage of them. You hear the story all the time. They manage the kid's career. Now, some of them do okay. Some of them take the kids are completely broke. Well, Taylor Swift is not broke, but her father, sold her music catalog for $15 million to Scooter Braun. The singer, the daughter, was blindsided by this deal, doing this deal without telling her own daughter, his own daughter, $15 million. I'm sure there's a lot of shit going down at that dinner table when they're talking. I mean, it happened to Badfinger. It wasn't the kids, but Badfinger's manager stole their money. Billy Joel, that same thing. His manager took all his money. But this is parents of the kids. What's going on with this crazy world that we're living in, folks? And yesterday, I ended the show with a very sad note about on NBC, the TV, the game show Jeopardy, when they had 3 young students or 3 young adults on the show. And, Jeopardy is a tough show. Some of those questions are not easy. You have to be pretty smart to be on that show. But this past weekend, folks, they had 3 adults. And one of the questions, it was a $200 question. And I ended the show with this yesterday if you didn't watch it. But you have to fill in the blank. What word is missing? Matthew 6.9, of course, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. And hallowed, they couldn't figure out what that word was. The audience was stunned. Silence in the whole building. Do you know none of these 3 kids couldn't even guess? Didn't even guess. That's the younger generation, how they're trying to take religion and God out of the world. And I'm not saying, look, I'm not a holy roller. I'm not trying to say this and that, but I believe in God. I pray to God. I got my talent. I got everything because of God. Hard work in God and my family. And I don't care if we all believe in this. We all don't have to believe in the same God, but we should be praying to somebody. These 3 kids, now they're trying to take it off currency. They're trying to stop it at schools. And just they could not figure out what the missing word was. It is so sad. And unfortunately, folks, that's the world. That's the new generation. That's the future. NBC, American tourists. A couple of them get killed, pushed off a cliff in Germany. Somebody pushed somebody else off a cliff in Germany. Skiing or cliff, whatever they were doing. Jackie Gale, how you doing, my friend? John was never wrong about Christianity fading and depending on where. Albert, you were right. You were absolutely right. And I think in 69 he said some, of course, remember when he said that they were more popular than Christ. He didn't mean that the Beatles were more popular than Christ. He just meant at the time that you're at a Beatles concert, nobody cares about anything but the Beatles. So nothing was more important than the Beatles when they were seeing them live. Horrible story, folks. Happy 44th anniversary to one of my favorite TV shows, Richard Kaz, of course, better known as Svengoolie, on ETV, celebrating 44 years of WGN. Richard Kaz. Rich Kaz, congratulations, buddy. Who loves Svengoolie? I watch him all the time. 65. Thank you, Albert. All right, folks. According to the Washington Post, for all you men out there that use Cialis or all those pills to get you going, well, there's a new treatment now for erection dysfunction. It's not a pill. No, it's called Erocon. It's a gel. Wait a minute, honey. Wait a minute. Let me put this on. Hold on. Let me get this on. Get it on here. Holy shit. Yeah. So now it's a gel. Forget the pills. Erozon. Eroxon. No more pills. Try the gel. For all your problems. Not working today, honey? Don't worry. We'll fix that right up. Anyway, folks, famous people and endorsements. Snoop Dogg is just hooked up with Petco, joining his rooster of celebrity endorsements. And Snoop Dogg's quote was, "It takes a dog to know a dog." So Petco with Snoop Dogg. Very cool. That's a great slogan. Great, very cool. Now listen to this. A lot of people leave other countries. They come to the United States because the United States is the land of the free. It's where you get a chance in life to do something with yourself. And sometimes in different countries, they have different things that you can't do it. So everybody used to be coming always to the United States. Not so much anymore, but how about the country of Ireland? Beautiful. Think about this, folks. This is unbelievable when I heard this. For all you authors, actors, artists, musicians, Ireland eliminates the taxes on people who write books, artists, composers, painters, entertainers. No tax for these people for their contribution to the culture. And Ireland is the country that does it. No taxes for you're an artist, a writer, composer, painter, something in the arts, and they don't tax you in Ireland. Tell me that is so incredible. I think the whole world should learn on that. I mean, Ireland really respects people in the arts. And think about it, people who you wouldn't have the greatest books if it wasn't for writer, or the greatest songs without the composers, right? Or painters, people who paints, or the arts. And I mean, look at Phil Speciale. What a great thing he did mine, but he has a lot of different great paintings. But how cool is that for the country of Ireland? I never knew that. I was wrong. Was you good in March 66? Thank you. Well, you're 1 year off. No problem there, Albert. Very cool, and kudos to the country of Ireland. All right, folks, here's a little funny one for today. When people tell you, when they repeat, boy, don't do that. You're going to regret that in the morning. I sleep till 12 o'clock noon. You know why? Because I'm a problem solver. I love that. Folks can try to take God out of everything on earth. When their judgment day takes place, they will deal with God, and about the, oh my God, they will be saying. Ronnie B., love that quote, brother. Love that quote. Hope you're doing very well. But I gotta love that one, folks. And people tell me you're gonna regret that in the morning, Tony. Nah, don't worry, I got it covered. I'm gonna sleep till 12. You know why? Because I'm a problem solver. You gotta love that, folks. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Hope you're having a beautiful day today. It is gorgeous out. A lot of good things to still talk about here. Let's go. According to today's show, folks, American tourists in Mexico resort thought they had food poisoning. No, they died of carbon monoxide poisoning. This is in some of these resorts and places in Mexico. You gotta watch out where you're going, folks. You gotta do your homework and research before you go to any of these places out of the country, folks. Here they are thinking that they died of, they had these food poisoning, and then they end up getting carbon monoxide poisoning. These are American tourists in Mexico, folks. Let's talk about food. Let's talk about Big Shaq O'Neal, former world champion NBA Los Angeles Lakers, opening a brand new chicken restaurant in the suburbs called the Big Shack Chicken. All right, for all you chicken lovers, watch out, Chick-fil-A and Kentucky Fried. The Shack is in town. National Iceland Day. Another place I always wanted to go to on my bucket list is Iceland. Love that very much. Yellow Submarine ended up with number one for barely a week. It's a sad time. Yes, sir. Yes, it is, Albert. All right. According to the Daily Herald, they're opening up. Well, we're talking about food places that are opening. Now, we know that Big Shack's Chicken is opening up. Chipotle is going to be opening, folks. The Daily Herald said Chipotle to be opening in Wheaton and Arlington Heights for all you Chipotle eaters. Love that stuff. It's very, very good. Governor Pritzker again in heat, in trouble. He's got to replace 1,000 police officers that left the police department. 2020, back to blue. What happened to those poor police officers, the men and women that fight, protect our country, protect our town and cities? A lot of them left. I mean, Governor DeSantis in Florida was giving everybody a $5,000 bonus to leave Illinois and come to Florida. The governor has to find and replace 1,000 cops that left. I wouldn't want to be a police officer anymore. And kudos to the ones that are still out there trying to do the job. It's not easy. According to Fox News, you know the trouble that Bud Light again was in trouble, for what they did with the whole. I'm not even going to get into the whole story, but you guys know the story about Bud Light. He tells customers, yes, 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 yes. Sorry, we hear you. Forget it. Not even sorry. They said, yeah, we hear you. But did not apologize or anything. The CEO of Bud Light. So he's in the head again. And of course, they're now coming out with these new Harley Davidson commercials. You see these Harley guys drinking Bud Light to try to change the morale or the reception of Bud Light, folks. Sorry, we hear you. Yeah, we screwed up, but there's no sorry. And some people don't believe they have to. Why do they do it, though? When you do something, you think you're doing it for a good cause. If you're doing it just for the publicity or something, folks, sometimes they'll backlash on you. Johnny, too little, too late. Too much, too little, too late. Was it that Johnny Mathis song? Yeah, it's too late for Bud Light, guys. Absolutely. Congratulations, according to NBC, Gloria Estefan. Now, I don't know a lot of her music, and I'm not a big fan of some of that stuff, but she's a genius at what she does for her music. But she made history, folks. She's the first Latina woman in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. So congratulations to Gloria Estefan, and that is according to NBC. Ronnie B Congratulations, Ronnie B, to Deborah's daughter, Megan Sunshine. She got married, I guess, this past weekend. So congratulations, Megan and her new partner. God bless you guys. I hope you live a beautiful life. Pictures looked beautiful of the wedding. So please give my congratulations to Deborah's daughter, Megan Sunshine. God bless you. Congratulations, honey. All right. Here's big news. Remember when you were a kid and you heard the ding, 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 ding? You knew the ice cream truck was coming down the street. I don't see them much anymore. And I wouldn't, who knows some of those drivers anymore, right? Let's not pick on ice cream truck drivers now. But, these days, come on, kids, for the ice cream. Anyway, folks, I mean, how did this made the Today Show. I'm just telling you what people are looking for, so positive things or something else than crime and everything else that's going on in this country, that they're putting everything on these highlight shows. Ice cream truck has discontinued. It's a crime against humanity, was the actual post. The toasted almond bar, according to the ice cream trucks, are no longer available. That was one of their favorite flavors, and calling it the crime against humanity. Oh my God. Or the off-tune entertainer song. There you go, Johnny. Oh, yeah, so congratulations. All right, and I love this quote. This deals with me. This is me. I don't know if it's you guys, but it's me. Sometimes I talk to myself, and we both laugh. You got to love it. Ocean's Pit, like Ron Starr said, another great entertainer in Chicagoland area. I just talked to him today. He said, Ocean's Pit, the Ray Rayner of adults. And I love that. That's the biggest compliment I got for the show, actually. Because Ray Rayner used to do all this crazy shit, just like me. But anyway, folks, let's have some celebrity birthdays. Eric Moriarty, my son-in-law Eric, celebrates his birthday, 27 years old. There you go. Thank you. Greatly appreciated with the play. Megan and her partner, Kim. Well, congratulations again, guys. Kathy, how are you doing? Severe, are you performing tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, Wednesday? No, I will be in Lake Geneva tomorrow night. Me and my lovely wife, Laura, just relaxing because Thursday we'll be there at the Mars Resort for their 100th anniversary party at the Riviera Ballroom, which is sold out. So, but I will be back at Chicago Prime on Friday and Taverna on Division on Saturday and Ron Onesi's Club Arcata Speakeasy on Sunday. All right. Like I said, Eric Moriarty, my son-in-law, celebrates a birthday, 27 years old. Eric, I love you, my friend. Can't wait to celebrate with you on Saturday. We also have Nico, Marissa's boyfriend's birthday, and our son Tony's birthday this month. Our son Tony, and Laura Ocean's birthday, June 30th. Woo! So, a lot of good birthdays happening in June. All right, Roger Ebert, thumbs up, thumbs down, celebrates a birthday, the great. My good friend Anna Maria out there, she's the girlfriend of Angelo Coromato, Angelo. So, Anna Marie, happy birthday if you're listening. Renee Vila, happy birthday, my brother. Hope to see you at Taverna on Saturday. Happy birthday. All right, so Mara, if you're watching from Austin, Texas, give it over to your happy birthday to your sister Kathy on her birthday. I hope you're having fun out there, Mara. Happy birthday to your sister Kathy. Michael Caine, one of the great actors. When I see this, folks, one of my favorite actors, character actors. He's also a leading man for many years. Great Michael Caine turns 90 years old. And when you see these actors at this age, you know they're gone. They're never going to be around anymore. So some of these great actors, the real actors out there, you just don't see them anymore. Happy birthday, Michael Caine. Happy birthday, Mo Horowitz, better known as Mo Howard of the Three Stooges, folks. If Mo was still alive today, he would have been 126 years old. Spread out. Amodia. Come here. Come here, you lunks. That's right, the Three Stooges, Mo Howard. Of course, the real name was Mo Howard. The real name was Mo Horowitz. It was Mo Horowitz. It was Jerome, which was Curly Horowitz, and Shemp Horowitz. Shemp Howard. They got rid of the Horowitz name to change it to make it more simple, easier. They made it their name Howard. So Mo celebrates, would have been 126. Pam and Dave out there, Pam's son Ty celebrates a birthday. So Pam, your son Ty, happy birthday. Raffaello, my good pal and sponsor, the man behind Ace Hardware, celebrating a birthday, Ralphie. Oh, Ralphie boy. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday, Ralphie. You gotta love it. Ah, yes. K. Luke, a big Charlie Chan fan I am, and he was always played the number one son. I love those old detective movies. K. Luke, celebrating a birthday. Brian Wilson, one of the geniuses. Yesterday, I think, or 2 days before, it was Paul McCartney's birthday, and another musical genius from the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson, celebrating a birthday. And another one of my favorite bands from the 70s, his name was Alan Lawmere, and he was one of the original band of the guys from the Bay City Rollers, celebrates a birthday. Giovanna out there too, if you're watching, happy birthday, my dear friend. All right, so let's get down to some more stuff, folks. Happy belated Father's Day to the fathers, to the stepfathers, the grandfathers, all the fathers up in heaven. One thing we forgot to say happy Father's Day to. How about fathers, happy Father's Day to all the single mothers out there that are doing a double duty, because they're doing mama, mother, and dad. So happy Father's Day to all the single mothers out there that are doing double duty. That's a hard job. My wife Laura did it for many years after her and her husband divorced. Being a single mom, taking care of kids, cannot be easy. So it's very, very important. Very. I want to also thank Lou Bellotti, folks, the photographer from the Arcada, a good friend who took some great pictures on Saturday night of the main event band and Christian. Lou always takes the best shots. We had him on our show a while back, talking about a great photographer. Thank you, Lou, if you're watching, my friend. God bless you. Also, Tony Toto, Christina and her husband celebrating 6-month anniversary. Happy 6-month anniversary to Christina and her husband, Tony Toto's daughter, and Julie. God bless you, man. 6 months anniversary. Guys, are you ready for NASCAR coming to Lake Shore Drive? I'm not ready for it. I couldn't care for it. I don't give a shit about it. I don't watch it. I don't care. Is it going to bring in a lot of money for the state of Illinois? Correct. Is it going to bring money for Chicago and the restaurants and the bars? Correct. Is it going to bring a lot of crime? Correct. Don't care for it. Thank you, Lou. And Lou is watching today. So how you doing, my brother? Thank you so much. The great job that Lou does. Check out his page, man. He pictures of all the celebrities and stars that come into the Carta and Des Plaines Theater. Lou does an incredible job. But are you going to see, I'm going to ask you guys here that are watching, are you going to go see the NASCAR? I'm wondering who's going to go see it. I don't know. I have no care for it. Don't care. Here's another great quote, folks. Pay attention, close attention to the people who don't clap when you win. Those are the people you got to watch out for. We've all got somebody in the corner that just, is there and not happy for you when you're successful. Not happy when things go good for you. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people are gelosi, as we say in Italiano. Sono gelosi, Maurizio. Those ones don't clap for you. Don't say nothing. Got to watch out for those folks. Now, a few months back, I guess the last time I said it, this is an Ecuadorian woman. Remember, she was in a casket and heard her knock at the funeral. People thought she was the age of 76 years old. But you imagine going to a wake and the casket's closed and all of a sudden you hear a knock? Holy. Of course, it must have been something. Hear the story, but the woman finally did die at the age. So, as this world just gets crazy. Jerry Jams. Jerry, I will see you Thursday at Mara's, buddy, at the Riviera Ballroom. And then I'll see you Sunday at the Ronald Estes Club Arcada Rat Pack Sunday now. It's been changed, not the Sinatra Sunday anymore. It's Rat Pack Sunday. Anyway, more sickening stories, folks. According to ABC. Now, this is a 28-year-old woman allegedly posing as a 17-year-old student in a Louisiana high school. 28 years old, posing as a 17-year-old student, a girl in Louisiana high school. For what reason? She was arrested. 28 years old, posing as a 17-year-old in school, at high school. Uh, Another great quote, and that we all follow. I know we all go through this sometime in life. Sometimes the worst place to be is in your own head. People tell me all the time, Tony, I'd love to walk a mile and walk a mile in your shoes. I love what you do. I'll be like, yeah, listen, forget the shoes, folks. Spend some time up here in my head. And then you're going to know where we're all coming from. Because we're all a little whacked. I don't care what anybody says. We're all whacked in our own ways. I'm a little whacked, and I told you guys all about it. So you guys are my psychiatrists, like I would say, because I love when you guys watch the show and when you guys comment and when you guys send me stuff. And so I'm whacked. We all whacked. There's a little whacked in every single one of us. So, all right, here's something else that hits the news. Starbucks ordered, now this is a lawsuit. A woman claims she was fired because she was white. Well, she won her case. Starbucks Coffee Company's got to pay her $25 million. She was fired because she said she was white. Now, for years, he always said that the people of different races were always fired, or I was fired because I was black, or I was fired because I was Mexican, I was fired because I was gay, or I was fired because of this, because of that. I don't know what this story is, folks, but it's out there. And this woman just got $25 million from Starbucks. You might want to Google that story and find out. I'm proud to say, folks, we got 2 new places that we're working, and we're going to be excited coming up on the 17th of July, Wednesday. Big Sammy's Italian restaurant in Plainfield. It's going to be going out to, I like new places, new blood, and a brand new place in Elk Grove Village, my hometown, on the 19th of July, Wednesday. Chef Alou, Seaside Seafood restaurant in Elk Grove. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. 7 o'clock, right? 7:30 to 10:30 in my neighborhood. And I heard it's got great reviews. Right next to Real Time Sports Bar, name owner Tom Sarasoni, excuse me. And he was another steak joint before that, but we're excited about that. Good to all the Ocean family. Hey, T Needs family, sending big shout out. Dennis Finn and Needs Organization. Now, there's a guy that is so good. Dennis, of course, with the Needs Organization, is an organization he started years ago, folks, during COVID. He was on the show. Seeing requests from people that needed maybe toys for their kids or blankets or bicycles or whatever. And he's like a Santa Claus, man. They look into the Needs Foundation web page, and they say, hey, I can't afford this. My kid's looking for a PlayStation, or my kid's looking for this, or we need an old chair. We need a chair, a rocking chair, or whatever the hell it is. Dennis and his group of people that work hard at the Needs Organization find it, and they deliver this stuff to people in need. That's why it's called Needs. So congratulations and God bless you, Dennis Finn and the Needs Organization. Mo, will you be playing at Bugsy's when it opens? Yes, it will be fun. When Rhino's place is open, Bugsy's in McHenry, we will have some shows there. Guarantee you. Looks like the opening will probably be late August, soft opening, and then you'll do a hard big one in the fall. Because in the summer, people opening places in the summer are very tough because you have the barbecues and you have the free concerts in the park and you see the free festivals. So, yes, we will be, Peanut, to answer your message, we will be at Bugsy's in McHenry. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. We are a couple more things before we go. I don't know the story about Italy, but it cancels Pride Month in Italy, the country of Italy. My thoughts on all this stuff, folks, is I don't care. I think everybody should have their own celebration. Native American, Black Lives Matters, Pride, the whole month. Everybody has these months. Black Lives Matters, Pride Month, whatever it is, month, this month, that month. What I'm upset about is, folks, that how come Memorial Day is just a day, or Labor Day is just a day, or Veterans Day is just a day, or Father's Day, or Mother's Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day, people that fought for our country and died, men and women, they just get one day. That to me is unfair. So I don't know what Italy did by canceling Pride Month. I don't live in that country. I'm Italian, and it is what it is. They do what they do. But Jerry, there you go. Veterans should be automatic. Automatic. Case closed. Everybody should have their own. If they're going to do a month for everybody, then do it be fair and do it for everybody. Then I guarantee you won't see any of this bullshit going on. Nobody be upset. Nobody be mad. But when you leave out Memorial Day, Veterans Day, it don't make any sense to me here in the United States of America, the greatest country in the world. It's sad. Oh, drinking Jack warm is not good. Anyway, folks, yeah, very, very unfair. My friend Anthony Melchiotti, Tony Vincent, musician, great guy. Been in a lot of bands with him. He's a good guy, and he speaks his heart. Jerry Sams, however, all these were just rumors that Italy hasn't canceled Pride Month. Additionally, the Prime Minister hasn't promoted a Family Pride Month either. Thank you, Jerry. So there you go. Could it be a rumor? It isn't. I don't know. But it's not in our country. But I do believe you need to be fair to everybody, and especially our Veterans Memorial Day. Very, very important. Very, very important. My friend Anthony Melchiotti, very loud spoken. He's soft spoken, but when he says stuff, it makes a lot of sense. He posts stuff. He got kicked off of Facebook many times for some of his posts politically or whatever it is, but he makes a lot of sense of stuff that he posts. He doesn't post shit just to get a response or a reaction. He posts for what he believes. And a lot of the stuff that he posts, yes, how about that, Albert? And I was going to use that tomorrow. Biden's son got a plea deal. I remember you sent me that. No jail time. No felony charge. It's okay here, but Trump's getting all this stuff happening to him. I mean, and let's not even go to that because, I didn't want to get into that because everybody gives me shit on that. But there just goes to show you, Albert, and other people, how everything is rigged. And they only want Donald Trump not to run for president of the United States. If Donald Trump was not running for president of the United States, none of this stuff would have been, he would not be in court. He'd be somewhere relaxing and kicking back with his family and enjoying life. I don't know why he wants to run for president. I don't know why anybody wants to run for president. But this is something. Now here you go on the other side of the the Republican. You got the Democrat here with Joe Biden and his kid's son. Boom, boom, boom. Little slap on the face. It's not fair, folks. Not fair. Just think if it was you. Think if it was us. Would it be fair? No. Anyway, my buddy Anthony Melchiotti would leave you with this. He said, it's not my job to be likable. It's my job to be myself. The right people will gravitate. They will. They'll come around. The people in your corner will come around. Now, we're not all going to agree on everything, folks. That's just, we know that's not going to happen. But you know what? We got to respect each other's feelings. And I think that's very important. It really is. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. And I hope that you guys had a great day today. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I appreciate everybody watching. And don't forget, we'll be at Mars this Thursday, 100th anniversary. Actually, we'll be at the Riviera Ballroom. Mars is celebrating their 100th year and that's going to be the Riviera. So we're excited. Chicago Prime Friday, Tavern on Division Saturday, and of course, Ron Onesti's Club Arcana Speakeasy on Sunday. I want you guys to have an incredible day today. And let's go back to our good buddies from Ace Hardware, folks. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Buy local, shop local. Let's not forget our good buddies from Ace U-Haul Rentals at the Norwich and Des Plaines and now Warrenville locations. Get those U-Haul rentals for your moving needs. And don't forget, take advantage of their auto key programming for all their stores. They programming and cut car keys at up to 50% less than the dealership. Visit the helpful hub to speak to a certified team member and download the Ace Rewards app, an easy way to keep track of your points and coupons and special offers. Again, happy birthday to Raffaello from Ace Hardware, Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Buy local, shop local, Ace, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. All right, folks. So you guys have been a great day today. I hope you have a fun one. Go out and enjoy life. It's beautiful out there, folks. Remember, buy local, shop local. Support live establishments and live entertainment. And the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love to everybody. We all need it. God bless you. Eric, my son-in-law, I love you. Have a great day. Have a great day, folks. Nikki Sahajas, the piano man.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.
See you later, everybody. God bless you. Peace.